I'm fucking stoned right now, dude.
I got to next time I go CD shopping, I'm going to buy the Europe. I don't own any Europe. This thing reminds me of Final Countdown. I think I need it in my collection.
You gonna go get some Europe?
Yeah. Got to buy that first Europe. Final Countdown. I think it's another song in there called Cherokee. And then after that, I never followed it. Yep. What's up?
I'm just fucking. I'm just fucking. I don't know. I'm just so fucking stoned. I was like, yo, am I gonna do the character? And I was like, nah, I'm too fucking high, bro.
What? To start a rhyme on time?
Yeah. It's
don't wind up being a mime,
bro. Welcome, motherfuckers, to the Front of Done Podcast. I'm your host, Dee Rotten, along with Mark and Bernardo. We're here to fucking quiz. I don't know what
like my Guitar Cup, Guitar Legend Cup.
Whoa, where the hell did you get that, bro?
I've had it for a while. Never really
I see Eddie's guitar on there.
Yeah, there's a couple on here. There's a couple of goodies. Prince's on.
Shit.
A little bit of everybody.
You got Dimebag on there?
I don't know about that. Maybe Hendrix, Stevie, Bo Diddley. You know, it's like that shirt. You ever see the shirt people wear? Angus Young, Carlos. Yeah. Jimmy Page double neck.
Not clean.
In the rock and roll thing there. See that long double neck?
What the fuck?
Hey, what up?
Checking out Marky B's fucking metal cup. Well, it's not even a metal cup, is it? No, it's just Legends of the Six String.
Legends of the Six String.
Dude, I was just watching some shit on Netflix, bro, about the crack era. Bro.
You watch that?
Yeah, I just fucking finished it off, man. I'm like, bro, we were fucking hustling off missiles to get coke to bring up here to fucking make money to hustle off missile. Bro, that was like that fucking that was just like that show, that commercial. I do more coke to work more hours to make more money. Do more coke. You know, it's like, what the fuck, dude? They were like, yo, they didn't care about anybody, bro. Anyway. Where the fuck did you get that cup? Yeah, where'd you get that cup, Marky B?
Where did you buy all that rock and roll shit? What's that magazine everybody gets?
What, Circus?
No, like to buy stuff. People buy gear in. It's like you would get that in that shirt and the cup in that magazine. I forget the name of it. Mostly musician. Yeah, man.
American Music Supply, musician's friend.
Shirts. Yeah, musician's friend type of thing, bro.
Yeah.
You get Hendrix fucking quilts and blankets, and I have Jimi Hendrix light switch covers.
What?
Well, if you noticed that where Jackie was sitting, there was a light switch, Jimi Hendrix on his motorcycle. In my hallway, there's another one. Yeah, I have like rock and roll shit. I don't know, touched my crib.
Well, there you go. Sweetwater. He said, was it Sweetwater, good man?
That kind of thing. Yeah, those in the back, they don't just sell fucking cables and gear. This shit like that's around. Yeah, look for that.
I mean, I've never
somebody gets you something though, and like, I don't know where they got this. Somebody bought it for me. I had the shirt years ago.
Got it from the swap meet. Where? I don't know. Find a swap
meet.
It's
in magazines and stuff like that. Where they're selling like Hendrix t-shirts and what I gear.
That's pretty fucking cool, man. But fucking dude, the crack epidemic, it was just bugged out, bro. It was just fucking. I had like 30 minutes left of it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just finish this off. And I'm just like, bro, they were just putting motherfuckers away, dude. Like, English.
You don't remember the "Don't Do It" commercial, do you?
I remember
the whole rhyme. And I found it on YouTube, and I was like, my rhymes are still fresh. I still knew this thing front to back with Van Sil and Melly Mel. So don't do it.
The only thing I remember is fucking is when they had cracked the egg. You see this? This is your brain.
This is after that.
Brain on drugs.
This was like Van Sil and Melly Mel, like Bronx rappers, man. Crack makes you insane because crack is so whack, it'll kill your brain. The total destruction for all that's good. Your friends, your family, and your neighborhood. And then the dude comes in and goes, cause a young girl to abuse her body. Make a man lose his job cause he love to party. Baby can't sleep cracking all night long because the money is gone. So don't do it. They all stepped in with it was like a lady in a wheelchair and a couple like crackheads or something. And it was like WNBC fights crack with Van Sil and Melly Mel. Dude, greatest commercial ever. Yeah, like 1984 NBC dopeness. Everybody find this. It's like And
Are
there's
you
like
fucking?
something. I watched it, found it, and I went, oh, there's other ones that were like the same thing with different videos to it. I was like, wow.
They each got different
Yes.
rappers from each
I'm
state or
gonna say that
something.
thing played into like 90, like that went from the 84 to 90, like that was on for a minute.
Bro, it's fucking crazy.
Do
There
it.
was. What about the one guy? He said he bought some fucking crack across the street from the White House, and the next day fucking Bush had that fucking bag in his hand, talking about somebody just bought crack across the street in the park from the White House. It's like,
Yeah, Marion Barry, DC mayor, getting caught with crack in a room. Yeah, it's nuts. I like that commercial, like that ABC did from like 1984,
what?
and it's like people that are. It's like a video camera, like watching dudes like that are workers drinking beer and smoking a bone, like they're supposed to be working, like those things, and they're like, you know, they confront them. That's fucking hilarious, dude. The guy's like, I don't know why I can't drink a beer or two. You know, it's like, dude, you're operating the motor vehicle. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? You're on a job. Like, it's like, it was all good to him, bro.
You just want to get off of work, and she got the baby on her lap and shit in the front fucking seat or whatever. It's like, what the fuck are you people doing, bro? Oh,
that's great. That was like early 80s. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with drinking. Putting a beer on my lap.
Bro.
Excited?
Puffy is off.
Oh, it's all done?
I think they couldn't agree on like trafficking. All the other ones though, I think he's off. Somebody was saying they were like, yo, man, he'll probably get like 5 years probation. Time served.
Attention to him like doing like hot stepping tiptoey moves, like I got out of jail, like woo, like all of that, like get out of here. Like I don't know what's that shit.
But now you think is anybody gonna mess with him after this? Anybody gonna fuck with him? And we're gonna like, let's do a song.
He's gotta walk down those courthouse steps. Maybe there's a father like New Jack City that comes out, pulls a gun, and shoots him on his way out of court. Somebody goes like this.
Oh man.
Sat down and walked out. Who knows? I don't know.
What was that shit you were talking about? We'll get back to Puffy. Who was that dude getting shot in Idaho? What the hell was going on in Idaho?
Well, 2 years ago, you had that dude stab those 4 people. I don't know. Idaho's all lit now, right?
I don't know.
Commit murders are like we do stuff, but they shot at firemen. They were ambushed to firemen. Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna go do a song with Warrack. Telling you, bro. Puffy and Warrack. So wait, so they killed the firefighter.
Yeah, they like ambushed a firefighter.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Did they get them or no?
I think so. I'm not sure. I was just caught that middle of that shit last night. You heard me read that message like, yo, CNN.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yo, look what I got in the mail. With Jackie. It came for Jackie, though.
What the hell's that?
That lifted.
Oh,
that place
shit.
Lifted. Yeah.
I just fucking said that they needed that.
Her name on it. Yeah, I got this the other, and I should have said something. There's a scan here thing. Follow us on Facebook. Legacy to Lifted. $30 reward for a $100 purchase.
Yeah, man. That's right.
$10 for the $30 purchase.
That's right by Dairy Queen, bro. Right by Dairy Queen.
Check it out.
You get your weed, you go to the corner, you get your pizza, you go across the street, get a little frosty.
Is the shoe store still there? The guy will take you, fucking put you in a Charlie Brown chair. And
nah, I think that shit's gone.
That's
I remember the store you're talking about. No, I think that shit's fucking gone.
Funny shit. Back in the day, tried to do it when I was like too old. They're like, bro, chill. I'm 14 now.
Wait. They tried to pick you up.
Yeah, like put you on the thing. Like, dude, get out of here.
Bro, you gotta ride that ride as long as you can ride it, man.
No, when I was young, I was definitely afraid of that foot scale though. Like young, where you like don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Everything's foreign to you, and you're like, it's like you're bored. You're like, I don't trust nothing. I was like that.
No,
I thought the scale was fucking like a fucking mechanism to fucking It was sticking your back, and I don't know what it was. It just looked.
What?
The scale for the foot looks fucking evil. It's metal. It looks like something, bro. That you're like, wait, I just want to make sure using this for something that I know about.
Yeah.
It just looked evil to me. The fucking foot, the thing that measures your foot. You put it in, and it's metal. Didn't like.
Bro, you're out of your mind. I think you lost. I think you fucking lost it, dude.
Didn't like that. I was very like, oh, easy, fucking up to a certain age. Like I didn't trust nothing.
And you tell me at 14 he wanted to pick you up and put you on the chair like a fucking little tyke?
Like late in life, yeah, maybe in 8th grade, or like in 8th grade, where I was like, dude, come here, you know. Now I'm living in Country Village. I'm going to somewhere else, like Sandler's. Everybody went to OLM, went somewhere else on Ocean Avenue to get your uniforms. But I remember going back there like later in life. Like it was like, all right, easy.
You should have went back there now and be like, yeah, all right, put me in the chair, fucker.
Like the dude's son. Grandson.
Hey, what? Nobody put me in a chair. What is this place? Lose its pizzazz? What's going on here? Let's go.
I remember that part of West Side always being like that, like busy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking store on top of the store, and pharmacy, and a store on top of the store, and a bar, store on top of the store. It was everything. Like everything's there. Everything was there.
Yeah, from Communiport down, you didn't have to really move.
Bit to like Evie Avenue.
Yeah,
like past that, right to Miss America, I'd say.
Well, yeah, the supermarket right there.
Everything. It was a furniture store, fucking near Iggy. It was fucking. We used to spend. I just remember like being like, why are we always in here? You ever like look back and go, why are there always this furniture store? Only 3 times, maybe the time your mother looked, the time she's like, oh, let me look again, and then you bought. Like, it just felt like those were just trials and tribulations. You're like, I'm losing time here. Still 3 times this week.
Shit.
Poor kids that maybe their mother even had like an affair, like they didn't have to like sit there and wait for your mother or something like that, or like, you know, like no, just like no, but anybody, do you think, you know, some of us, our mothers are cool, they live their life. It's just probably other kids that have to sit in the car and wait for their mother to fucking see some dude or something, like the fate, like, you know, just, you know, you think everything's gravy.
Yeah, have some Dairy Queen. Just shut up.
Yeah, like I have my uncle that used to take me like, hey, want to take a ride to the city? And next thing you know, he's like, lock this door and gives you a machete. He goes, anybody fucks with you, just swing this. And he's going to cop heroin, you know, like in the,
what the
yeah, like I've had, so I could imagine that being a mother, at least.
Yeah.
My mom was like that, you know, but I could imagine like people
did anybody ever try to come to the car?
No. There's always just little kids playing around, just sitting there like listen to the radio, like hurry up, dude. And it never took that long. There's nobody around, you look, and then all of a sudden 150 people show up and then they're all gone. You're like, oh my god, and here he comes. Like, all right.
Oh, they were watching him leave?
Want to see Jimi Hendrix? Want to see what Jimi Hendrix made? Like he caused a diversion. So you want to go see Electric Ladyland?
Oh my god, dude.
People fucking knew how to fucking hustle, knew how to diversion you with fucking cool shit. And it was when you get a little older. Like, you want reefer? You want to get some reefer? And you pull up, and I'm the dude at the phone getting weed. You just pulled it to New York. You're like, he just copped us weed already? Like, yeah, like welcome to New York, like that.
Think about this, dude.
Like, when you pulled in to where you would leave.
Think about this, bro. All the people that fucking died that we know that died before legalization. Bro, they would have been tripping right now. A lot of people would have been like, yo, what the fuck, dude? I still sometimes sit there and I'm tripping out like, yo.
Somebody's probably laughing like, I used to beat them kids. They would have just had to buy it for free. They would just be buying regular price. I used to kill it. I used to make a killing off them kids. Now they didn't get it. Still have some money in their pocket.
I'm surprised a lot of the weed dealers didn't try to open.
Right. Well, they don't. They have to go to college. They have to get educated. It ain't like just because I sold weed that somebody gives me is nothing like.
That's what I thought it was gonna. I was like, oh, all the weed dealers are gonna want to get stores now.
They're gonna all knock down their window right in their house and go, boom, that's a weed store.
Wait, no. Shit. I know 2 dudes that was selling it out of their house like that, bro. Well, now I don't know them personally, but I know fucking Johnny Riffs went to one. 2 different dudes that sold it out of their house.
Dude, I remember going to a kid like living in the, like he lived, you know, like you move downstairs, you're a teenager now and you live in your basement. And like I'm buying weed of him and he's still living with his parents and They don't know what's going on. And I'm like, there's like many people going to the garage. Like, how do you not pick up on that?
Their son's an angel. Send me an angel. The fucking son's an angel, dude. They're not gonna look at him like that,
All
bro.
the weed people, right? All the weed maneuvers, going to like Curry's Woods with somebody, or going in the car somewhere.
Not even, dude. Not even fucking.
There, you're like, oh my god.
I
We used to
never.
go to Brooklyn. We had a connection with Brooklyn.
I never mind.
cool.
I never mind the whole travel to get the weed. I just didn't like feel. I didn't like feeling like a fucking like a criminal hiding in the fucking alleyway smoking a fucking blunt, trying not to be nobody to smell it or see it. And then when you're walking around trying to be all like, yo, am I normal? Am I normal? Do they know I'm fucking stoned? Like,
my weed started like basically pinching off my mom. She had a drawer with a box top of the shoebox.
But now, what was the weed like back then, though? Was it like buds, or was it just like shake?
Bro, you call your friend up. This is the weirdest situation. My mother's got weed in her drawer, but I'm like calling a friend going, dude, I don't know. It smells like poop. Dude, there was a whole story I heard about this weed I found. It like was on a truck with manure. The type thing, like, whereas the weed was like very like it's sticky and it'd be like
the hash.
Something. No, it was just, and I remember like hearing like something like it was on the truck with manure, but like I'm stealing this from my mom, like, and it was smoking, and it was fucking good, but I was like, it was like nasty. I was like, holy shit.
The hell kind of weed was it?
Just came off a truck with manure. It was like I've had weed where it smelled like lemon joy, where you couldn't nothing but smelling like lemon joy. I don't know. It was on the truck with lemon joy. You hear you fucking people saying like, what? Yeah, 2 weeks of smoking this weed. It smelled like
never
lemon joy.
Fucking had any weed smell like something.
Yeah, this is stuff I'm telling you is in like the early 80s, where it's like, this was on a truck with this, and that's the story, and and then your friends all smoking a J. Now that I rolled for my mom and I stole, and we're good. We're like, oh shit. You're like, well, hi.
Smoking lemon joy over here.
We smoke weed where we all had to wake each other up the next day and go, you still high? So wake up. It was one of those where we were all very young and was still very high the next day.
What kind of weed did they have back then?
It was like Peruvian gold. A friend got us. It was great.
Peruvian
somebody
gold.
like hit it. Went, yeah, I put that. We went, where is it? You're crazy. And Wayne got it and smoked it. And it was like, it was like, we like lit it up with the older girl. She was like, yeah, this is really good. And somebody tells you, yeah, light it up, pass it around.
This motherfucker's talking about gravity bomb.
Tell them to come next Tuesday where we're going.
Gravity bomb.
Next Tuesday, we're having a little event, y'all. Are we or not? We're doing this within a week. You're going to tell everybody what we're doing?
No, I'm not going to tell him. Nah, I mean, I start,
It happened first, and then.
Well, no, I'm saying it's a secret location, secret time or whatever. So
he knows where we are.
No, I'm saying there's other people that know, but I mean, I'm not putting it out public, bro. I don't want to fucking,
Nah, it's not a public thing to be nothing for anybody to really.
Hey, you don't want to mess with fucking Ralph.
You don't want to be those two dudes like, yo, this is great. Is this Pearl Studios? No. Couldn't believe it.
Tell that story, bro.
All the time I ever worked at Pearl, nobody came there and didn't know what it was about. They usually would come with a band and they were hanging out. This place is cool. Yo, this is awesome. And they're part of it. One day I'm cleaning up and me and Al are like ready, like, Al, man, once we get cleaned up, we're going to smoke this J, bro. We'll jam a little. All of a sudden, a dude walks in like they're part of this Pearl. And I'm going, can I help you? And they're like, yeah, no. And they sat down on the couch, got comfortable. It was like, this is great, man, Pearl Studios. And I was like, oh, these got to be jokers from the other Pearl. I think they're at the other Pearl, yeah. And they hung out, thought this was like where you hang out. I'm like, no, did you just book a room? Because if not, you got to go. Like, I'm cleaning up and I'm getting out of here. Like, I'm not making like I'm getting out of here. I mean, I'm going to fucking jam and fucking let loose, bro, and fucking rip. So, yeah, I was like, we had to ease these dudes out the fuck. I was like, Al, my man. Al do the fucking heavy work.
So, you know what's funny? Up on 33rd Street, you could do that. If you got in the building, there was a couch right there by the bathroom. You sat there and you waited for the party.
That's right. Everybody just came to the hall, but it wasn't like that. There's nobody there. no bands playing. I'm like, nah, but man, this is you got to rent a room to be part of this. And other than that, we closed. Like, you just caught me in the middle, like throwing garbage out and the door open. I was like, bro, you just gotta go. I think you're at the wrong place. I think you're on the phone with some dude. Like, yeah, I'm at Pearl. It's like, that dude's talking about a place up at 32nd Street. It's nothing. It ain't here, dude.
Now imagine how the hell what'd they do when they left? They didn't say anything?
They were like, like they were just there. It was just like two Latino kids, like in their 20s, like.
Yeah, they were looking for 33rd.
Nice. Like, yeah, they were totally not at the right place.
No.
And they thought it was just Pearl related, and they was like, no, I don't. That's the thing. We're closed right now, dude. You just walked in. There's nothing here. They're like digging. They're like, yo, that sounds great. Like it's like something we had on. Like they didn't know. Like
oh shit.
They were like a little lost. Like,
they didn't bust out any drinks right there out of the book bag.
No. They were on the phone with somebody. Like, yo, we're here though, yo. Yeah, this is nice. Like all of the combo and shit. Like, nice. Well, you ain't where he's talking about because I don't know anybody you're talking about. Man.
This is nice. Yeah.
It's my man. Like what? Like get out.
Oh god, that just reminds me. I don't know. It reminds me of like Saturday Night Fever. Yeah. This is nice. I don't know. Oh Jesus.
And then I told you the other time I had the dudes at the door midnight. I'm like, I'm like this, like vacuuming and like, who's that?
Who was?
Yo, if you want to buy stuff. And I went, what? And then I look, and I was like, fuck, I forgot to lock the downstairs door. Because once you lock the downstairs door,
yeah,
or something, you look out and you go, yeah, now we're closed. And they leave. But these people are up the stairs right at the door. And I was like, yeah, nah, I can't enter the door, bro. It's late, we're closed, ain't nobody here. You gotta fucking leave, bro. And they're like, yeah, we want to know if you want to buy it. No, we're not interested. We don't buy shit. And then like in 10 minutes, they fucking heard them like, and then they left. And they had like a keyboard and some thing they walked away with.
Some
like
bullshit.
Just, like 4-track old thing, like and it was like it was two junkies looking fucking for money. And then I had a guy that literally gave Joe, and Joe forgot about this.
What?
He gave money for a studio or a session, and then Joe never saw him for like 8 months. And then how he's crawling at the door at night going, I left my, and I'm like, Joe, there's a dude named Billy Detroit yelling that he fucking did this and did that. And I've seen this guy like at White Castle, like where I'm fucking getting my food, and I'm like, he had a bass on Kennedy Boulevard near the White Castle, like playing a bass.
Stop.
And I was like, it's that dude. And I was like, there's that guy. And he was like, I'm not leaving. I gave Joe $200 for this. And Joe finally caught up one night and went, oh my God, I remember that. He goes, yeah, that was about a year and a half ago. He came here. He said something, blah, 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 and he never came back. And now this was the comeback. Like now, like a year and a half later, it's like, I left $150, $200, whatever it was. It was something like in that range. And I'm Billy Detroit. And I was like,
what happened?
Like, I don't know. I don't know what Joe did for him. I don't know. This happened a couple times, bro.
You think he gave him back his money?
I don't know. He might have gave him like $60 or something to hold on. I know he like finally like it came like was like damn. It was one of those situations. Like he did remember, and he was like, yeah.
Man, this guy came back after a year to get that money.
And then me and Johnny was sitting around for like one of these years, like 2 years after. Like, what's the name of that guy? Remember that guy that showed up, wanted that money? Billy. And we were like, Billy, for like 3 hours, like, sitting around stone going, what's that guy's name? It was named after a city or something. And like, it was one of those. It was like Billy Detroit. There it is. It was like Detroit. I thought it was Detroit was Detroit. And then I'd see him at White Castle, like kind of like, just like a dude around.
What the fuck was his beef?
Pearl had a little world sometimes. Like you talk to somebody and then he wouldn't talk to him again, and then he jumped on your lap and you're like, yo, I don't know. I've worked here 2 years. I don't know who you are.
It's just Joe. What is his name? Fucking Timmy Detroit? What?
Billy Detroit.
What is it?
Billy Detroit.
Billy Detroit.
Yeah, bro.
What a fucking name.
Have all kinds, bro. Like, and some people fucking shit happens to people. You're ready to rent the studio and do some shit, and you run into some hard luck, and
did you come back for your luck?
Looking like 3 years later, like looking for fucking your $150.
Fucking shit.
Oh no, man. The studio was The studio had some attachment, like wild attachments to it.
Yeah, man. No, that fucking.
All-
I wonder if we could
There's hip
fucking.
hop dudes like that didn't like. Then it got weird. I had to deal with hip hop. Like usually just flip on the room. Like how many mics you need? Like
Yeah.
need cymbals and sticks. It's over. Yeah, light up. That's cool. And they're ready. And then in 5 minutes you're out. You're like, all right, I'll see you later. And you lock the door. You know what I mean? That was it. There you go.
Yeah.
Off for an hour and 50 minutes. The other shit with hip hop was like, dude, we need this cable, and bro, we need when computers start getting involved when people need a certain thing.
Yeah.
And now I had cell phones putting in. I'm like, dude, this only has the two things. It don't have that cell phone thing that can hear your cell phone. We're not. Joe's not like in that
I don't know
world.
why they all
It started.
fucking-
People started, and he started like dealing with people like that, like hip hop and little more of like technology. And I was like, yeah, that can't. We don't even have that. Like.
Yeah.
It was getting annoying. It was
Yeah, they
like,
expect you to have all these fucking different
yeah, and I'm like,
RCA
yeah, now we're
connections.
like you don't know, like I've had a few like R&B people and like that coming. I'm like, yeah, this is like this is like dirty cigarette rock and roll studio. I'm sorry that you're bougie, you don't want to touch. You know, like there's a lot of that sometimes. It was like bougie R&B.
Well, they didn't want to touch the mics.
Just anything. They were like, what is it? You know, a few people they didn't know what they were getting into. Somebody would say something to somebody like, yo, this place is cool, and then these people would be like, no, I had a girl walk out on us and didn't pay and everything.
What?
Douchebag black chick, yep.
Wait, she did
She
her
went to like
time?
Studio 8, yeah, she had people come up and everything. I had to audition people, the whole thing, and left. It was like, yeah, but you did your fucking thing, you fucking stupid fuck. She didn't like it. You
Oh, that's why
but
she didn't want to pay?
But we would, you know, Joe, we would comment, we would make it fucking whatever we would.
She didn't want to pay because she didn't like it?
Yeah.
But she
Oh,
did
yeah.
the 2 hours. It was worth the
Right.
2 hours. Yeah.
She kept giving Joe like bullshit how she's gonna pay. It was just like something stupid. I remember going like,
Fucking
Just,
dude. You'll never get that kind of problem from a fucking dirty punk rock band.
the best was when I had Sarah Dash, this lady, rest in peace, used to sing with Roberta Flack or what's her name? Voulez vous coucher again soir? That's right. She was in that group. LaBelle, this lady, and somebody else with that group.
Okay.
She
Oh,
comes-
Moulin Rouge. That Moulin Rouge.
She comes up. She's 70-year-old veteran R&B lady. She's got the room. She's helping this girl.
Yeah.
So this white girl, rich girl, pulls up in a limousine. Gonna learn how to sing with a bag of bougie. Like she had no talent. She was just some mother paid for Sarah Dash to fucking, you know.
At Pearl
Dude,
Studios.
If she's something now, it's, you know what I mean. I saw the beginning of it, but you know what I mean. It was something where I was like, oh, looked like she couldn't even be bothered with that either.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is not the place for them to be doing this. This is like a dirty cigarette guitar studio. Like,
Did they do it there? Or no.
Yeah, they had just one day, I think, or 2 days in a row. But I was like, yeah, this is whoever's thought from convenience. Which I was like, nah, this is not what you do.
You remember that commercial I did? I was like, welcome to Pearl Studios.
The
What was
best.
it? If we ain't got what was it? If you something if you need it, we ain't got it or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's because some of the community was like on the low, like, yeah, this is cool, we love it, but they were stealing.
Oh yeah.
There was. I think I pinpointed who stole the thing. I think
stole
one of
the
the
fucking-
Philippine groups stole the
Tubes.
yeah Filipino. Yeah.
Wow.
That was like cool. Tried to like that I liked, and I was like, yeah, I basically think it's this guy or 15 he is somehow in that drinking group. They did that.
Stole the fucking tubes. Like you don't know? Do you know how old those tubes are that you fucking guys stole?
Yeah, I hope you got hand-foot and mouth disease going for that fucking douche.
Bro, those tubes were like fucking from like 86 or some shit, dude. It's like, bro, you just made Joe fucking do what he had to do anyway, buy new tubes.
And put something on each amp. I mean, he created a new
Oh, he had he had like a blockade where you had like this much room to put the wire or run the wire, but
We saw all them amps today.
he still got all of them.
We saw them.
Yeah,
They were all there. Every eye to everything.
he's got
Imagine
all that shit
cameras
stuff.
on them amps. They fucking saw everything. Yeah, dude. Studio, man. Wow. And now it's all monthlies, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's.
Still monthlies, so that's
And I'm
good.
shocked that it's monthlies.
There's still a lot of bands and people, and still, you know, it's probably a dude up there, a lot of hip hop dudes that use a room to have people
People are still dreaming and wishing on a star.
Which we should have did anyway. We should have just looked into the pearl world, found somebody, and was like, yeah, give you this. We'll go use your room. But we're good. We'll see what it is. I don't think we're going to have a problem. I think you have your shit and this, we're good.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's just one.
We're good. It should be easy. It shouldn't take any longer than what we're doing.
One time fucking thing. More accommodate, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, kind of shit.
Yeah. We'll know how quick we can bang that out too. Right?
Nah, just be like the same thing as this.
Yeah, but you gotta show up, bring your shit,
yeah,
bang that out. Yeah, half hour. Show up looking half hour early. We show up a half hour early, so we.
I'll be as fucking sober as a button, bro. Everything goes like that. I don't
have an after session J roll, of course.
I think I'll be out fucking oh no, I never I was gonna say I never drink and drive. I never smoke and drive. I was just gonna drink I was gonna bring my Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. Oh yeah.
Coffee. I get the watered down iced coffee.
Famous words of Ingve Malmsteen. I don't eat donuts.
He sure as hell doesn't look like he didn't eat fucking donuts, man. That motherfucker's huge.
You ever see that Pantera home video? Where they see Ingve? Oh, the first one. Where they see Ingve in the hallway. And they see a cop. And the dude goes to the cop. They see something about donuts. Hey, he likes donuts. To the cop, and the cop's like just standing there like with his goofy grin on. And then they ask Ingve, like, hey, like donuts. He's like, I don't want no fucking donuts. Got like 2 broads in his arm getting on the elevator, like, fuck, I don't fucking eat donuts. Yeah, it was like, I was just like the dude from Pantera with the cam, like late night, like, looked like after midnight type fucking shenanigans. That was that first Pantera video. And then home video 2 and 3 were like, forget it.
No, yeah, that's, oh God. You know what, though? They can never do that, though, man, because that was Dime. That was Dime basically doing all that fucking ham cam video shits.
That was fun. That was real fun. Those videos are fun. The Skid Row ones are fun. I have a whole trap. I don't know what to do with them, bro. I'm wishing there was somewhere with 11 TVs and 11 VHS set up, and I was like, I could just throw all my tapes in, and they go all play.
One shot.
Right, the Aerosmith rolling with the fucking thing, playing his Led Zeppelin video, playing his Van Halen live.
They got
Van Halen bootleg over here.
They got stores, bro. You just they do it like it in bulk and shit, and they'll fucking transfer that shit.
I want all your TVs. I'm just gonna put a wall of TV. If I had like a house with an extra room, I would just do that. I'm gonna
like the Matrix.
Just all. I've never seen the Matrix. I don't know what that is.
You never saw the Matrix? Oh man, hold on. Wait, did you ever see a trailer?
Yeah, Men in Black, none of that. I don't watch any of that shit.
But this
anything
Matrix.
You watch, I don't watch. Yeah, I don't know what that is. And it's that dude and that actor. Ooh, what made you want to watch that?
That dude and that actor.
And something somebody made up? Like, come on.
Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne is that dude and that actor.
Yeah, no, somebody thought that was going to work for everybody. I don't know. That was nothing for me to watch.
Are you serious?
No, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, when there's 2 and 3 movies coming out of it, I go, I can't believe people like really like go.
It was good. Really? Good story.
I guess. I don't know. All
right.
I don't like stories. I don't like fake made up shit.
So you never saw the Terminator?
Yeah, I didn't really like that.
You didn't see T2? Did you see T2? Boom, boom,
boom,
boom.
What's that? Boom. No, I wouldn't even know anything you're saying from it.
Terminator 2.
No, probably not. No.
What? Sarah Connor?
No, all the famous movies you've seen and everybody, all you geek peoples, like I don't roll like that.
Where they ride out on the fucking dirt bike?
I probably saw 4 movies out of all these movies. I never watched the Star Trek.
You never saw the Star Trek. You never saw fucking The Wrath of Khan.
No, I saw Star Wars when it first came out, like Journal Square, and I was like, "This is the stupidest shit ever." It was
you didn't like Star Wars?
No, it was nothing to write up. No, like I had to follow that. Like, no, thank you guys. Keep going with that shit. Running Man. Nah, I was a King Kong was cool. It was real. He fell off a building in New York. Like everything else, it was like related to fakeness or nothing real. I don't like that. I don't really
What?
venture. Yeah, I don't do Terminator. Nah, like monsters.
I thought at
Uh.
least a
Nah,
Terminator.
nah. I don't even know. If I don't think I've even watched that in full. No,
Aliens?
nah, maybe what? No, nothing where. Like if I
Right.
watched it once, I never went
I
back to
got
it.
you. I got you, bro. I
I'm
got you
one
on
of
this
those
one. I
dudes.
got you on
But
this one. A
but
Nightmare on Elm Street.
yeah, I've seen that a time or two. I'm not a horror guy either, though. I like once I watch it when it came out, it was I never wanted to like. Ooh, and on the 13th of a Friday in 1996, we all watched. Like I'm not. I don't give a fuck. No.
Oh man. So did you watch all the Nightmare on Elm Streets?
No. No.
No?
No, I just know Doc and had a cool video for fucking Dream Warriors.
Oh,
Don't dream no more. Was that 2 or
number
3?
three. That was number three, yeah.
Yeah, I've never. No, those are movies I never fully watched.
Did you ever watch
I think The Godfather's ridiculous too. It's another one. Sorry, paisans of the world, but fall asleep 20 minutes in. I don't care who these people are. I don't really give a shit. Don't like The
all right,
Godfather.
well, I know you like Casino.
Pulp Fiction's a bunch of bullshit too. I don't know what that is. I don't know why I have to like this. I don't like it.
What?
I know it's backwards and there's some story. I don't give a fuck about it. Horrible. I like some other Tarantino shit, but I thought that was utterly the most biggest bullshit you all fell for.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude.
Yeah, I don't
What,
care
all right.
anything that was said in it. Nothing's funny when people go, oh, and they laugh. And I go, I don't. What are you laughing at? Like,
What
all
about
right, now a burger with cheese. Like, oh, Royale. Like, I'm like,
what about Clerks?
yeah, Clerks is cool. Yeah, I've
All
seen
right.
Clerks many
All
times.
right. Oof.
What else? Come on, let's
Oh.
go. Give me the Geek Squad of movies like a regular person thinks supposed to. Like,
Well, I know you
everybody's
didn't
seen
see none of the fucking superhero movies, dude. That's out of the question.
Nah, I've seen them when they're on HBO and shit. I'm like, oh, that dude played that dude. Like, I don't follow. I'm not going to see it when it comes out.
That's fucking
Like,
none of the Fast and the Furious.
When they're on, it's like, wow. Like, I saw that first one where the bike went flying, the Larry Fishburne, Frank. That was it. You're like, that's cool. I got to watch that movie while everybody's out here watching every 10 movies and driving like them in front of me when I go, fuck that movie. It's a movie where everybody's an asshole. Everybody thinks they're a mechanic or the greatest driver ever. It's like, bro, you're just driving in Newark just to fucking go to your girl's house, bro. Chill.
I'm
really
fucking, the other got souped up and watching Fast and the Furious,
yeah,
dog.
Sorry, you got one on in your VHS and your CD player's got it, and the DV's on while it's on in your barbershop. I'm sorry.
They got the 4K, the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
they got fucking.
They make a game for that yet? They don't have a game.
Nah.
No game? Yeah,
they might. I think they might. They might have like a car game or some shit.
No, dude. I'd rather watch fucking one day at a time. Like, just give me fucking anything. I'd rather watch any stupid show than all that bullshit. What? Married with Children.
Dude, I'm trying to get back into that, man, again. I'm stuck on Big Bang Theory, dude. I'm stuck just watching that.
A big geeky thing, but I like Sheldon. I'll take the other part of that. The young Sheldon's pretty hilarious.
Fucking Sheldon.
Yeah, that's all that. You all fell for that. What's the other stupid show? I was like, nah, I never watched the thing with Charlie Sheen. I watch it now. I think
never watched 2.5 Men.
There was too many shows on at that time. It's ridiculous. It's too many things. There's too many fucking things. It's like I get it. Nah, there's a lot of shit where I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Fuck you in that movie.
Text me.
What about this? Like, I like movies like old school, like Animal House, bro. Like, you know what I mean? What, they remake that or anything? No, right? They remake Animal House.
They're about to remake fucking Oh god, what the fuck is that movie?
Do it on everything.
What's that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Running Man.
I've seen that.
They're remaking Running Man, dude.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, you're remaking Running Man, really? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe after 30, 40 years, you start remaking shit. Not like sometimes it's like 20. Like, really?
Did you watch the remake of Dune?
No. Why would I watch the first Dune? That looks like the most boring.
You didn't watch
shit
the
ever.
first one?
Good stupid game when we were young too. Like, give me another game.
Are you
No, I don't want nothing to do with Dune. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is
Oh
it?
my god.
I'm like, I don't even want to know about. There's too much sand and nothingness, bro. Bro, what is that? Not everybody's captivated by everything.
Okay, hey.
Is it in the future?
Oh, there you go.
Is it in the future?
What?
Dune?
Dune, yeah. It's an alternate universe in fucking multi-billion years ago.
Whatever.
I didn't like. I liked the OG with Sting. I didn't care for this new one. It was long and boring.
I don't know. I'm not a book reader too. It's another thing.
Did you watch the new It?
No, I never saw the other It. I watched.
You never saw the other It? John Ritter.
I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? Turn what? So what is a kid in the fucking suit? Like, so what? She's scared, and I'm like, I'm not even scared of this. Like, what's the premise? Like,
John Ritter.
Who's John Ritter? From
fucking Jack Tripper was in it, dude.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he died before that chick came out.
Nah, man. Jack Tripper was in the OG one from the 90s or whatever.
I didn't even
late
know
80s, early 90s.
Didn't even know there was one in the 90s. Knew nothing about that.
Yeah, the one with fucking Tim Curry was the fucking It.
I didn't know.
Tim Curry played the clown.
Right over my head.
Oh, man.
Never even knew that happened. Nah.
Now I know you didn't watch this fucking show. Believe it or not, I'm walking. You didn't watch fucking.
No, I thought that was horrible. No, I was trying to sell like the cheap superhero. I didn't think it was that funny.
Oh,
there was a lot of other good stuff on that fucking year, and I was just nope. I want to know what rivals that. I would watch something else.
Were you a MASH guy?
Yeah, I would sit and watch MASH. Everywhere you went, somebody's mother or aunt was watching that. Getting into it, right?
It was on everywhere, dude.
All in the Family, MASH, Honeymooners, and Odd Couple. Those were basically your day. Somewhere along the line, you fucking hit those shows with all the stuff in between. With the Carol Burnett show on at 7:00, right? Like and stuff.
Yeah,
there's a couple of those.
What was it? I remember real like when 7 was doing Family Hours, some shit. Started
Everything
like 6.
Was like bing, 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 and bing. Like wherever you could get 7, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and fucking 13.
7 was doing
like,
fucking Family
13, right? What's his name just died, right? The dude, the face of 13, like one of those 12 faces, all your life. Bill Moyers just died.
Okay.
Yeah, he was always one of those guys on the news on Channel 13. Moyers.
Oh, they're fucking
the McNeil Lehrer report. PBS.
One of the what was it? I was reading one of the evangelical pastors fucking
he just died, Jimmy Swaggart.
Yeah.
I bug out on certain nights, high going like, Jackie, look, and we go to that religious channels and bug out. We saw him in straight up fucking piano hymn like a week ago. Jim Baker's still on TV.
That's crazy.
They're all like, don't know, you're like, oh shit, that's it's like years later. But
who's the one that fucking that looks like the devil when he's talking to you?
That guy that's like, is when he I don't know. That dude, I don't know. But then there was those other guys like Pat Robertson. It was all these people from all our life that fucking finally they're gonna die.
Yeah.
They're all 90. Jimmy Swaggart.
They're all dude. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if it's just. And if you watch The Matrix, you don't understand it. We're in the fucking Matrix. We're in a computer program, dude. Because nobody fucking falls for that, dude. How do you fall for that?
Fall for what?
For those fucking those hooligans that are just.
How do you fall for the black chick lady that was telling you like reading your palm on the fucking phone? That was even worse. That was even like now it's like.
Oh, the call
look at her and you're more closer, but you're still getting beat. The fake people when they go on stage are like, my arm, I'm good. I never was able to use my arm.
No.
They run away. You're like, what is that?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. How do people fall for that? And now they're locking doors, bro. So now you have to give money or you're not getting out.
I don't know. It needs something that's real. How could you get attached to this? Is that same thing with Dr. Phil with the internet scam? Is like he's from Africa. He doesn't love you. It's a scam. It's not even, you know. And they don't know. And they're like, no, I'm sending him $8,000. He's gonna meet me at the airport in a month. Like,
bro, I watch a lot of those with some dudes. They think they're going out with like wrestlers and shit.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's Bret Michaels. I swear, the Bret Michaels one was sad.
Bro, women. I just said something to fucking what was it on Brian Head Welch's Facebook page, right? He put up a post or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I commented on it. 10 seconds later, some fucking profile that said Brian Head Welch, which is not verified, so I know it's not his profile, right. And no picture, like, hey, right. Waving at me, and I'm like, oh, look at this. Dude,
oh, bro, everything I comment on every day is something to me like rejecting a fucking person. Like, no, I wasn't born yesterday. I even say, I go, I didn't even wipe it off the embryonic sac yet, and you're fucking trying to get in my ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody the fuck out of here with the internet. I want to be a friend, like, these person from Ohio, like, wanted to be a friend, like, out of nowhere. Like, let me see the 6 losers that fucking joined this. That fucking about this. This fucking one of your friends, you're like, an asshole, like he's fucking there. There's that 1-3 friends, you know, that like they're single and they're attached to like somebody doing this to them, and oh, there he goes. Fuck out of here. Come on. Yeah, I really yeah, right. We said that. I really liked your comment. Like they start going to like nobody writes like this.
Bro, I had some fucking person on Instagram pretend they're Charlotte Flair, asking me to send them money, and I'm like, yo, you're Charlotte Flair. What do you need money from me for?
Yeah, no, dude, somebody did that to me.
Like, I'll give you my number. We could talk and we could be friends. I just need you to send me this Apple card and don't scratch off the number.
Bro, somebody sent me like this email. It was like, yeah, this is a picture of my mother. I think she'd be great your age. And I'm like, oh my God, it's this porn star, Vanessa. What's her name? It wasn't that real? It was somebody else. I'm like, I had to write back like, yo, so your mother's, it was like some MILF porn star. And I was like, so your mother's, what's her name? I was like, this is awesome. Like, it was like, come on, dude. Come on. This is great. I'm like, you're trying to send me a picture of it, like what would be an older woman, but I knew it was like a clothed porn star from like earlier in the movie. And I'm like, yeah, nah, sorry. I'm good.
I don't know how they're on it.
I just want to be a friend. I saw the comment you made. I really think, this is how we. And look at everybody else around it commented. Like, are you getting this? Like, somebody hit everybody up that comment, like on that, probably, right? It's got to be almost automated.
Yeah. He was hitting up everybody and shit on there. And
it seems automated almost.
And then the next day, he basically stole all the pictures off of Brian's page and put it on his fucking thing. And, you know, and he's like, Brian's the official Brian Head Welch, and he's like fucking Brian Head Welch. And it's like, dude, come on.
Stop, people. We all laugh.
It's ridiculous.
Like that. Like, try to be the Corey Glover in the Living Color group. We all go, guys, you get that? You see this? Like, it's ridiculous. You know when it's real. You did the fucking like Billy Sheehan comment on a bunch of shit on his page. That's like you're interacting with him. But yeah, that other shit is fucking great. When people out of nowhere. I think that. Yeah, no, you didn't think that.
Yeah, dude. I sat there, bro, and I was like, and they're sitting there telling me, go get Apple cards or something like that, and put money on it. And give me the like what get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, you know, like are you
dude, you know,
how do
my mother had a hard
that?
time telling these people like you wanted to cancel the cable for my grandmother because like, you know, so the girl's giving her a hard time. My mother goes, well, what do you do when somebody dies? And she goes, well, treat it like that. Give us the fucking bill and we'll lend you the money like that. Like there's no other thing. Like, there's nothing else the girl was like going on and
yeah, you know, trying to keep you.
Like they couldn't. Yeah, and I was like, no. This is somebody who's like, you know, she moved out, and we got to cancel this. You know,
fucking, they just don't let it go.
No, and you got to, you know, it's like, dude, my grandmother's fucking 95. She's fucking cable forever. Come on, give us a fucking break. Like she's a lifelong customer. Fucking, you should give us a fucking watch.
Yeah, you don't
She's
want to
had
put
this
this
since
on the-
80. I've been coming to her house
Damn.
since 1980 watching fucking MSG wrestling. Started when I come to Bayonne. Like, yeah, I'll go to hers on a Friday night. The fucking, I was like, I used to know that MSG wrestling was on like that regular cable in 1980.
Yeah.
And I was like, sure. And then they're like, ding, ding. I'm like, here it is. It was always on. It was always great. Live MSG. It was either the Knicks when cable was simple. You know, you knew the Knick games were on and you knew wrestling. If there was something on MSG, that was on that channel. So when she moved to Bayonne and got married in 1980, I lived there. I would like say, yeah, I'm in on a Friday night just to watch that shit.
What's up with your boy fucking LeBron, bro? Is he gone or is he not gone?
No, he just signed money and where's he going? He's not going anywhere.
Does nobody want him? Is that why he's not going
He's with the
anywhere?
Lakers. That's why he's a Laker. What are you saying? His legacy ain't anywhere else. He's on
He's
the
a
Lakers.
fucking bum.
Dude, the Knicks just fucking signed 2 dudes to rebound.
You think the Knicks are gonna get fucking Bronny?
No, the Knicks need a coach, bro.
Bro, they're gonna look like fools if they keep Bronny James and fucking and have LeBron James. And it's like, bro, really?
Bro, just forget about Bronny James. Like the Knicks got to forget about Phil Jackson from a few years ago. Got to forget about him.
What do you mean?
Like, just that's something they did, and it didn't work out. Now you just forget you even had Phil Jackson as a
Oh
coach.
shit!
And the guy he fucking drafted. He drafted a 17-year-old kid that year. It was no good.
Bro, you know who else? Did I mention who else was in the documentary? That Len Bias dude.
Oh, it's a bad story.
Yeah, dude. They said he was gonna go head up with Michael Jordan, bro, in the NBA.
Dude, that was one. Dude,
can you imagine that?
Like I was a teenager. Like my friend was a Celtic. We watched the draft. Like, oh, that dude's gonna eat it up. The next day, it's like, bro, I can't believe it. My friend's like choking. Len Bias is that? I was like, hey, fucking dude.
They say he smoked
like
crack.
Our age. They did coke. No, they all did coke that night.
Dude, on a documentary, they said he smoked crack to push the fucking agenda. They said he died from smoking crack.
It was not crack. There wasn't even crack at that fucking. I don't think that's what that was.
I'm saying that was the agenda. That's what they had on the doc. They said it was fucking.
Oh, Len Bias.
Yeah, they were doing that. Yeah, that was a part of the agenda. Say it was crack. Say it was crack. And it was his first time trying it.
That's how it was. That was always my mother saying, like, that's the kind of shit you could do once and you could die. It was always like,
yeah, that's it, dude. You do the wrong fucking line. Later, deuces.
All right, so give me a hit of mescaline any day. That was fun.
Never seen it.
Where's the mescaline era video? Right? There's no.
Never seen it, but that's just like asking for a lewd.
That's the lewd is from you ever see Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks? That reminds me of like fun movies like that when that fucking donkey snorts all those drugs. You never saw this movie? Oh, there's a really funny movie with like great character actors in it, and Tom Hanks is in it, and Tony Katane.
No, I saw it. I just saw it.
So that's like the lewd era, 1978, 79. Like I feel like the disco.
I feel like we're missing out on fucking not getting a lewd.
It's coming over like 1969.
Yeah,
like that looks like that ran that from 69 to 7. Yeah, I feel like that's where that.
You don't feel like you're missing out on a fucking not ever trying to lewd?
Quaalude? No, I'm good. It seems like something of fucking. You're like, yeah, no, you didn't know he had sex with you. Then that's all good. You just go about your life. I'm good with Quaaludes. Yeah, that's what I think. A lot of people got looted. Got like Pee Wee Herman type dudes walking away from them, fucking going.
Now, do you think they had lewds during fucking hanging with the homeboys?
What?
You think hanging with the homeboys guy did lewd?
No. What do you mean? What guy?
Fucking any of them, bro. They're all
that's
stoned.
like a weed era.
Okay.
That's like a stoner movie, don't you think? What, you
hanging with the homeboys?
Yeah. Well, he's doing lewds.
I'd picture lewds.
Yeah, that's a hangout movie, dude. that's a hanging with the homeboys. They didn't really do nothing. The dude fucking saw that girl was fucking a porn star.
No, remember they were in the house and they were there. I'm with Jose. What Jose? Was it Jose or Juan?
What?
When they went to the fucking party in the projects.
Yeah, and then he saw that one girl that they all looked through a thing in Manhattan.
But what name
And
did they say? Juan or Jose? I'm a Jose or I'm a Juan or something like that. One of those two names.
Yeah.
Yeah, then everybody all around at the end, bro, they get surrounded by all like the Jose's or the Juans and shit. And they're like, yo, which one do you know?
So they came to a party and said, yeah. They broke into a party because they saw broads going in there. And they followed them, and then they go, yo, just say Jose. Just say we know Jose. And it was like
it got him in.
36 of them. No, I think they wound up getting kicked out of that.
No, yeah. Damn what I'm saying. They got in it.
You got in, and then
they dropped the name. They got in it.
That was weird.
That was a good fucking movie, though, man.
John Leguizamo's first movie.
Now, did you watch? You didn't watch none of the new Godzilla movies?
I have seen the Godzilla movies.
New ones?
I have Kongs and Godzillas. I watched those classics. Yeah, I've seen that.
What did you think about the new ones that just came out and shit?
With the one where he just looked at cracked the sky open and saw the people looking at him. King Kong didn't fucking throw a fucking something into the sky.
Oh yeah.
Like the firmament. That was pretty wild. Yeah,
I'm fucking that.
I'm a Godzilla King Kong thing. Dude, when I was like fucking 4 years old, we lived right off a country village. My fucking grandfather used to try to put me to sleep with like Godzilla fucking coming out of the water stories, bro.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. The water's dripping off of me. It's coming up out. I was like, God damn, you like good at this. I'm going to fucking bed. Like, this is enough.
Well, they said this next one it's supposed to be fucking Space Godzilla.
That's wild.
Space Godzilla is gonna come down and fight.
It's not like
fight
them
now.
Coming out of the fucking water, like fucking dripping, fucking between the mountains.
I didn't care for the last boss. The fucking what was it? A chimp? What the hell kind of fucking in Godzilla versus Kong?
Yeah.
The one what was it? A fucking chimp or what the hell was that?
I don't know what that was. It was a baby?
No. The bad guy. They had the fucking the thing shooting at the fucking ice out of its mouth, and then they had the fucking
yeah. I don't know.
What the fuck was it? I don't know. That was a weak boss.
Are there more like how do these match up? Are there more Godzilla movies than Kong movies?
Well, now there's 2 Godzilla movies, 1 Kong movie, and I think 2 fucking together movies or whatever. The one where when they first fought, and then the second one with the fucking the chimp.
They never match those worlds up, like where like King Kong goes in chaos. It's like, yo, no wait, this Superman's coming. This is on his way.
Nah, man.
Like, Godzilla goes in chaos. It's like, no, he's not. Superman's on his way. I'm telling you, Superman's coming.
They got that comic book out, bro. Fucking Godzilla versus the Justice League.
That's cool.
They got that comic book. Fucking Godzilla trying to fight King.
Why is there not? Didn't they make these people into a real movie character? I want to see the Gleep.
What?
Those people form of Gleep with the monkey Gleep. They form of ice. In the cartoon of the Hall of Justice, they added this.
Oh, those 2 fucking
the monkey with the fucking fire and the fucking one thing would be
the
water
twins,
and one
the Wonder
would be,
Twins.
Right, yo.
You want to see the fucking Wonder Twins?
What make that shit up? Yeah, let's see them do that.
Oh my
god! They had that stupid monkey they created. I don't know what that was supposed to ease you in with a monkey. Remember they had Gleep.
Yeah,
I'm like their third wheel on that. But yeah, like why didn't they make the Wonder Twins like serious, where they fight crime? Like why aren't they? Are they anything? There's no comic books on those.
They were made up for, I think, the cartoon itself. Then that's when they put them in the comics.
Yeah, it's like, well, they made comics out of fucking Harlem Globetrotters where that black dude was pulling shit out of his afro. Do you remember that? I thought that was pretty hilarious.
Nah, the fucking comic book I always wanted to get was the
not comic. They made a cartoon of that.
The Kiss Blood comic.
I have Rock comics.
No. Well, you got the one where they from the 70s with the blood and the ink.
No, I got ones later in life, and the other day I was at this Monday. I went to get CDs, and they had them on the floor, and I looked and I went, I have a couple of those. There's like Led Zeppelin story on one, and on the other side is another, like a White Snake story. They have one where it's Kiss, and then the other side is Ozzy. The Ozzy one is like real story about how like Randy died and blah blah blah. Like they're all the Zeppelin. They're all like real storied of what's going on in their lives up to a certain point. It's like wow.
I used to get them at there was
There's a lot of them.
Was it Pier Platters I think it was Pier Platters in Hoboken.
There's a lot of those. I've seen there's a bunch. Might be an AC/DC one and fucking Harrison one. Yeah, the news is on. They're showing something with Puffy.
He's getting off.
Yeah. Whatever.
He's gonna get off, bro. And I mean, you know what? Ain't no thing off my fucking. Ain't no skin off my teeth.
Skin off your skin.
Yeah, man. I don't care, man. Hey, fucking. I had no. What do they call it, man? I had no dog in the fight, man. I had no fucking money on the fucking mark. You know.
Oh well.
I don't know, Marky B. We're at the hour, bro, Mark, and I'm fucking zoinked out of my mind.
Next week, special edition Tuesday.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not gonna be live on Tuesday, but it will be out the next day on Wednesday. We'll put it out. You guys already see the flyers up, man. The flyers are up, man. You guys already know what the hell's going down.
Should be cool.
All right, Marky B, you got anything going on, man?
No, just got the thing we got going on next week.
All right, fools.
To the world where this is all started.
Yeah, I don't know if we should have chose the dungeon, man, but
nah.
I got scared of the pipe. And then you're talking about leaks and shit. I'm like, oh fuck.
I talked to Joe. He said, no, that's all good since a certain thing happened and this and that and pump work or something and everything. I was like, oh.
Nah.
But I remember like when I first started to make that anything, it wasn't even anything. It was stuff where we were just keeping shit in a tool room,
Nah.
But that, built the fuck out, bro. It's Studio C, right? Was that C?
No, it was just called the dungeon. It's just called the dungeon.
1, A, B, and then
yeah.
Somebody took that room up top, right up the stairs. That was the last. I used to jam there. That was a studio. It was big.
I thought that was the office.
No, the office.
Oh, the other one. Okay,
behind the dungeon door, but it looks like the office was on the left when we read the. I was like, damn, he built something there.
Nah.
Remember that? The little step.
No, I do.
Yeah. So
that was a good room, though, man. I like that room.
What, the one we're using?
No, the one before that.
The first
that
one.
That was a good one.
That's good. That looked like a good, comfortable room to have a fucking jam in. The lights were down and everything.
No, not the one that said like the underground sound or some shit. I had that artwork on the door.
Yeah, who's in there? Underground sound.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. I knew somebody in there too. I just forgot who they were. Could have knocked it. Nobody was there. Could have knocked it.
Nah, it's too fucking early, man. But Marky B, we out of here, mofos.
Got it.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow, man. After hours with Dee Rotten, bro. I got comedian Mr. Noriega, the drunken sailor, on tomorrow, man. Deuces. Be tight. Stay nice. Don't let the bed bugs bite. That's right. Deuces.
Famcast Media.